A very good evening from Central Monrovia, and a pleasant welcome to the US-based Focus on Liberia online television network. Today is February 14, AD 2024. Today is Valentine's Day, and of course this day has been celebrated all across the world, and Liberia of course is no exception when it comes to the celebration of Valentine. But interestingly, we are here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. As you may know, this park was dedicated sometime last year during the rule of former President George Monrovia. Just right before the Unification Square here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia, the PHP community specifically. Let me try to roll the camera so that you can see what I'm talking about. It's the Unification Square just here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia, folks. And we've come to tour this facility. I'm sure many of you have not had the opportunity to have a clear glimpse of this facility since it was completed and dedicated to the public. Today you have a perfect opportunity to know the size and shape of the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. Not just the size and shape, but also the cost of this project as well. And so I'm beginning from this end. We'll go all across this park for you. We'll tour the park in its entirety for you so that you know exactly what is here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. So right before me are four pillars right before me, and between the four pillars is the Liberian flag. As you can see, the flag is up. It was posted since morning. It is there, and the four pillars signifies the 13 former government officials of the William R. Talbot regime who were executed by the late President Samuel Kando after the coup d'etat in 1980. And so this portion of the park is considered as the Unification Square, as you can see in this live broadcast. We'll go around for you, like I told you earlier on, so that you have a glimpse of the park. But this square is wonderfully decorated with the national colors at all ends of the square. Let me just go back a little bit so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. And so this is the square, the Unification Square, a portion here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. Good day, welcome from just wherever you are watching us. It is my pleasure to say welcome to the US-based online television network. We go places where others can afford to reach. We dig behind the news to have you adequately informed. That's why we always urge you to keep following Focus on Liberia online television once you are looking for the best in terms of accurate, balanced, and credible news and information. And so many times we highlight political issues. We highlight issues of human interests, developmental issues as well. And so today again we're here highlighting what was erected some time ago by the former government headed by former President George Monrovia. The park is alive. Liberians are trooping in from all walks of life. They've come to merry-make. As you may know, today is Valentine's Day, but we are here to actually tour for you this facility. And maybe we'll speak to some of the folks who are here to tell us a bit about Valentine and what they intend to do today as well. Maybe we'll do that during the course of this broadcast. But at the moment, we are here to just tour this park for you. Back here is a mini parking lot. As you can see, the vehicles are parked. There's a mini parking lot here at the back, and the folks are posted all across this park. And interestingly, the breeze is whistling across this Unification Park from the Atlantic Ocean. The ambience here is good, the atmosphere is unique, and it's a wonderful time here today at the Unification Park in central Monrovia. Let's move to other areas of the park as we just do it very quickly for you. And one thing I'm observing is that the maintenance of this park is in tight, because as I was walking in here, I saw folks who are responsible to clean this environment all posted at major points of the park to ensure that the rules and regulations are adhered to. So yes, it's a unique environment, wonderfully designed, nice view, just facing the Atlantic Ocean. It's nice being here today, folks, and a lot of people are here specifically from the PHP and having some great time here today at the Unification Park in central Monrovia. Let's go across other areas for you so that you have a clear glance. Like I said in my intro, I'm sure many of you have not had the opportunity to view this park in its entirety. And so today you have a perfect opportunity to view the Unification Park that was dedicated by former President George Weah some time ago in 2023. And so from wherever you are joining us, whatever you're doing, we'd love to say welcome to Focus on Liberia Online Television Network. Let's keep moving for you. And so this is, if I would say, the back of the park, where you see the rocks, gigantic rocks, were erected. I'm sure this is intended to prevent the sea from just slipping in this park. Yes, the rocks are intended to prevent the Atlantic Ocean from slipping in this park. Gigantic rocks erected. And let me allow you to have a glance of the Atlantic Ocean as well as you view this wonderful day. Yes, it's a nice environment. The breeze is coming from the Atlantic Ocean. Very nice breeze. And of course, Liberians are here today from all walks of life, particularly the PHP community, are here to make use of this facility as it was dedicated to the public some time ago, last year in December. I'll give you a brief history of this park as we move along the tour today. I'll give you a very brief history, tell you how it all started, where the division come from before the construction of the park began, the cost as well. All of those things will be rolled out to you very shortly as we go across this Unification Park in central Monrovia. Good day, welcome. My name is Theo Williams. We're on a tour today of the Unification Park in Liberia, PHP community specifically. And so yeah, this is another portion of the park. This is a mini volleyball court here at the park. A mini volleyball court here at the park. As you can see over there, just a mini volleyball court here at the park. You have several of them here, including many soccer pages, and also a kickball pitch as well for the females. You have soccer, the actual size of the soccer field also here at this park. Well, let me just give you a rundown of how it all started. His Excellency former President George Weah dedicated and commissioned this state-of-the-art sports and recreation park just along the beach side of the PHP community, one of the slum communities in central Monrovia, Liberia's capital. The state-of-the-art sports park and recreation park is named the Liberia Unification Sports Park, and it is one of the largest sporting and recreation centers in the West African region, folks. I try to make that clear. Perhaps some of you don't know, but it is exactly what I'm telling you today, folks. And so it all happened in 2018 when former President Weah was inaugurated and made his first visit to Senegal in February of 2018. It was exactly February 14, 2018. I can recall very well. While in Senegal, President Weah said he was amazed by what he saw. He saw an outdoor gym on the shores of the Senegalese capital in Dakar. And he was amazed by that. He thought to bring that idea back to Liberia to have it erected. And this place was selected as the venue for that project. And the project started. And the project started after getting the blueprint from Senegal. The issue of funding were a serious challenge for his government at the time. However, the Liberian leader said he took this idea to one of his fans during his footballing days in the United Arab Emirates, who is now the leader of the UAE. That person is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Sheikh Mohammed Al bin Zayed. Let me get the name right for you, folks. The name is Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And so President Weah met his friend in the UAE at the time and discussed plans to have this park erected here in Central Monrovia. Having seen it in Dakar, Senegal at the time. And so immediately the UAE government made some funding available to have the construction on the way. Yes, the construction got on the way at the time. And a grant of US $5 million was given by the UAE government through the Abu Dhabi Development Fund to have the project start at the time. And of course, the work began then. At some point in time, there were some challenges, but the government had to make some additional allocation to add on the $5 million that was received from the UAE government at the time due to former President Weah's intervention. Yes, that money was made available by the government as well, and the construction work continued here at the park in Central Monrovia. And I can recall very well during the dedication of the park, former Liberian President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was in attendance, and other past government officials were also in attendance of the formal dedication of this Unification Park. And it was a colorful event on that day. And the man who spearheaded this project was the former Minister of State with our portfolio. I'm talking about Chokonkwi. And on that day, there were applause directed to Chokonkwi. Several commendations came from former President Weah, former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and other officials of government. Even the international partners who were in attendance of the official dedication on that day. They all applauded Chokonkwi for this great initiative. And so this is what it is, folks. The Unification Park is alive today, and this, according to research, is one of the largest just along the West African continent. And so it's a nice day, a colorful day, nice atmosphere as well. The ambience here is very unique, and the kids are also here playing, you know. And so we're attempting to go to other areas of the park for you, having read exactly a brief history of how this park, how the blueprint, how the idea came about. President Weah traveled to Senegal in 2018, February, and he saw similar development just along the coast of Senegal, and he managed to bring that blueprint here. He lobbied with his friend in Abu Dhabi. There was some fundings made available. Today, this park is a reality. This park is a reality. I'm told there are several stores and restaurants here at the park as well. I'm sure those stores and restaurants will be given out to Liberians who have the ability or capacity to manage them, and that will be another means of generating revenue for government as well. And so we'll also go closer to drill it through as well. But stay with us. We're on a tour of the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. This is Focus on Liberia Online Television Network. We're live on this wonderful Valentine's Day in Monrovia. The park is alive. All I can see is red all across this Unification Park. Yes, so this is the main route when you're coming from the Backward Training Center. This is the main route that allows you into the Unification Park. It's another in from the Executive Mansion side or Budget Bureau. It's another in that also allows you to make your way into this unique facility. Yes, and this corridor as well sometimes help to decongest the traffic. People use this route to get through Cinco and Pats when there are traffic on the main streets in Central Town. This is another detour that is frequently used by motorists. Yes, this is what it is, folks. Over there are all stores here at the park. Stores at the park, and like I mentioned earlier on, those stores will be used for commercial activities. I'm sure the folks who are financially stable will take on those stores to do whatever business, and people will troop in here to get whatever they want, and those things that will be sold in the stores you are looking at here. Yes, but this entire stretch comprises of stores and restaurants. You have another one way over there. We'll go there as well so that you see what I'm talking about. And so we're still on the tour. Stay with us, folks, as we move along this cool evening in Monrovia, Valentine's Day, and we are out here today to just tour the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. And so over there are restrooms for both males and females. Restrooms, and like I told you earlier on, the guys who are responsible to maintain this facility are posted at various points, making sure that the rules and regulations at this park are adhered to. And so that is something I've observed since I made my way in here to begin this live coverage. It's good, it's unique. Let's try to maintain what we have in our country. It is very, very essential. And so here is a mini kickball page. Here is a mini kickball page. The folks are here, and today I'm not sure there's a kickball practice or game because of Valentine, but you see people are posted, just having fun. It's unique, very, very unique. Alright, so this is another portion of the Unification Park. This is another portion of the park. And these are all machines for different kinds of exercises. And so people will normally troop in here in the evening hours like this to exercise. So the machines are erected, different kinds of machines to have you physically fit if you wish to. And so this is another portion of the park. This portion hosts several fitness machines. And so we just want you to have a glimpse of it. I'm sure many of you have not had the opportunity since this park was officially dedicated. Many of you have not had the opportunity to view the park, to know what it is, to know the architecture, design and stuff like that. Today you have a perfect opportunity to view the Unification Park that is just situated in Central Monrovia. Focus on Liberia on a tour of the park, and we urge you to stay with us. Yes, as you can see, a beautiful lady here is exercising, and another one over there is doing similar. And so, as I was telling you, these are all shops here at the Unification Park. Is numbered from 1 to 13 shops along this route. And over there you can see there's some mini mart where the folks have gathered to refresh, have some drinks as part of the Valentine's Day celebration. And so it is what it is here at the moment in Central Monrovia at the Unification Park. We're moving that entire stretch, like I told you, it's all stores and restaurants. Yes. But many of them are not open at the moment because maybe no one has taken it to start business or whatever. But I just wanted you to know exactly what it is here and what all of these structures mean for the park. All right, here again is another portion of the park with several machines, different kinds of machines again at this end. And this is actually for exercises. Those who will come here to gain some level of fitness, this is actually meant for them. I'm told it's free of charge. When you come here, you can use any of the machines to exercise as much as you want. And so I see a brother over there exercising, trying to gain fitness. A lady also over there exercising. So yes, it's a cool weather, nice, wonderful environment. Like I mentioned earlier, the atmosphere is unique and the ambience is good. We're here at the Unification Park in Central Monrovia. Focus on Liberia is on a tour of the entire park to allow you have a glimpse, especially those of you who have not seen the park since it was officially dedicated by former President George Monrovia sometime in 2023 December. This is the park, folks. A mini mat over there, and I see the kids are in the queue to get some popcorn. Another portion of the park, you see the low fence they're built. I see something happening here, and it appears like a construction is on the way here. This place was one of the main soccer pages, but the carpet is out And I see the guys are digging. I don't know for what they want to do here at this portion of the park. I don't know. We have to establish that. All right, the guys are over there digging, and I'm sure something else is expected to be erected at this portion of the park. But like I told you earlier on and before, this place was one of the main soccer pitches here at the Unification Park in central Monrovia. But it seems like something else is happening. We'll try to find out that later on as we tour this facility. Well, this is one of the many soccer pitches I was telling you about. And you see the young people are here and playing soccer. One of the many soccer pitches I earlier on told you about. The main soccer pitch will be artificial turf, well posted and perfectly positioned. It looks so unique. It looks very unique. And I can recall very well many years back when we were growing up, this place was like a no-go zone, meaning when you come here, you don't feel the kind of comfort you feel now. This place used to be very unluxurious. I can recall very well we used to come here to play soccer, and this place was a totally different environment as compared to what it is now. And so it tells you that a huge level of progress has been made here. It tells you that something different has happened. This place has taken the ship, as you can see, and those who knew this place a few years back will tell you exactly what it was. This place was a no-go zone. It used to be very unluxurious. And I can say that to you for a fact because I was here and I know exactly what it was in the past. Comparing it to what it was in the past to now, there's a huge difference, big difference. And today the Unification Park is the place where every Liberian, especially those who are within this vicinity, will converge every morning, evening to exercise and have other activities going. People were even coming to do photos as well. Before those things were not happening, this place was a no-go zone. I mean, you wouldn't want to come here in the past, because everything at this place at the time was completely destroyed. So something like this at this point in time means a whole lot for us as a country. As I was telling you, this is one of the largest, or the largest if not, in the West African region along the coast. And of course, over there is a mini basketball court that looks very unique, wonderfully decorated as well. Over there is a mini basketball court where the young folks will also come as well to practice basketball as part of some recreational activities as well. And I'm about to move forward to the VIP stand, and I will tell you how that design came about as well, because I was here doing the official dedication and I listened to where the idea came from to have it done in Liberia. So as I move closer, I will tell you exactly about the VIP stand you're looking at over there. Yes, just as I was telling you about the VIP stand doing the formal dedication, this stand was where the entire ceremony was concentrated at the time, and you had the former president of the republic, I'm talking about Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and former President George Monrovia, and scores of dignitaries. They were all converged at that stand. And let me just tell you, according to what the former president said at the time, he said during one of his travels to Equatorial Guinea, when he was president of the republic, this design, the blueprint was taken from Equatorial Guinea to Liberia and given to those who constructed the park. And this design was wonderfully erected as part of the construction of the the Unification Park here in Central Monrovia. So this design is from Equatorial Guinea. That's according to former President George Weah when he was making remarks during the official dedication of this Unification Park. Another portion of machines, another segment of machines intended mainly for exercises, different kinds of exercises. Here at the park again, as you can see. And so we urge you to stay with us as we tour this Unification Park in Central Monrovia. The idea of the park was taken from Senegal when the president made his first official visit to Senegal in February 2018, and he brought the blueprint back to Liberia, and then he sought assistance from one of his biggest fans, who is now the leader of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And the UAE government made some funding available in the tune of $5 million United States to kickstart the construction of the Unification Park. And then the president, former president, said this design, the blueprint, was taken from Equatorial Guinea during one of his visits as president then of the Republic of Liberia. Over there is the VIP stand, and very unique, very wonderful VIP stand. And that place was where the official dedication was concentrated. Those are all restrooms. Again, another portion of restrooms, mainly for the staff and visitors who will come here to this park to use the facility. Another portion